Good morning, ASEAN. Freshen up your world, your thought, your idea with us every weekday from 7:30 to 8 a.m. I'm Patsurang Desha Putharangsi.
And I'm also here with you, Nirasha Lumiere. For today, let's start our new with the ASEAN Summit.
Yes, it's coming right up tomorrow.
That's right, and two of our anchors, which is Kun Jaravi Kitisin and Kun Honorary Tang Mi Sang, are flying there.
Yes, they're
right
now in Bandar Seri Begawan.
Yes, that's right. So stay tuned for a possible a phone interview from Brunei with ASEAN Business Report. But now let's update for the schedule, as the annual summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, will be held between Wednesday and Thursday in Brunei's capital of Bandar Seri Begawan. The 10-nation bloc is scrambling to beat a deadline to transform the strikingly diverse region of 600 million people into a European Union-like community by the end of 2015. Over there, the South China Sea issues will be raised as the Southeast Asian leaders are expected to press China to agree to start negotiations on a new pact aimed at thwarting a major clash in one of the world's busiest waterways. Concern over North Korea's latest threats is also expected to gain attention over economic issues in the summit as well. A draft statement to be issued after the summit would reaffirm the ASEAN leaders' commitments to ensure the peaceful resolution to South China Sea conflicts in accordance with international law without resorting to the threat or use of force. They would call for the early adoption of a code of conduct in the South China Sea, referring to a legally binding pact ASEAN would like to forge with China to replace a 2002 non-aggression accord that has failed to stop territorial skirmishes. China, Taiwan, and ASEAN members Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam have overlapping claims across the South China Sea, which Beijing claims in its entirety. The Philippines and Vietnam in particular have been at odds with China over the region in recent years, with diplomatic squabbles erupting over oil and gas exploration and fishing rights.
Cambodia's Foreign Minister Hornam Hong returned after a trip which he commended as a grueling battle, the legal battle with Thailand for the lasted 4 days. So, of course, he said that Thailand agreed that Provihe Temple belongs to Cambodia, but he said that the problem is about the vicinity surrounding around Provihe Temple, and Cambodia called for the Hague's International Court of Justice for an interpretation of the verdict in 1962. So he added that there was no argument over the meaning of the verdict, but they still have an argument since then. So after Thailand had unilaterally and illegally installed wire fences not far from the front of Provihe Temple in June of that same year. So Hornam Hong commented that Thailand took many maps to present, such as maps of water divisions, but it was rejected by the court. He said that. So Hornam Hong insisted that while confronting the ICJ, Thailand had shown their naughty behavior by showing again and again the map of the water division, and they accused Cambodia without any merit. So Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen and Thailand's Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra said the two nations would be silent and work cooperatively following whatever the court's decision may be. So lastly, Hornam Hong said that there have been no clear date over when the interpretation of the verdict would be given, but he thought it would be made at the end of this year.
Now let's shift our attention to Vietnam for the bird flu watch, as the poultry breeders in the Mekong Delta are nervously on the watch of any possible of the spread of avian flu, or H5N9. Even though the virus has not yet been found in swallow bread in the Delta, local authorities began to prepare preventive measures after their counterparts in the south-central province of Ninh Thuan, where it's declared an epidemic and killed all the infected birds. The declarations made Ninh Thuan the first province in Vietnam to officially acknowledge a bird flu outbreak among swallows being raised for the nest. The Minh Duc, director of Long An Province Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, said that after residents in the province's Tan Thong district tested positive for avian flu and underwent treatment, more than 4,000 local birds were vaccinated and many were killed. He said, however, even swallows raised in Long An had not tested positive for the virus. Provincial authorities asked owners to remove them from residential areas, and he added that the province asked the administration of 5 districts, including the border near Cambodia, to vaccinate their poultry after avian flu was discovered in a neighboring country. Poultry brought in through the borders should be carefully inspected. And the coastal province of Kiangkiang, which has the most swallows breeders in the delta with hundreds of farms, is also preparing to face a potential avian flu epidemic. The province's leaders plan to remove all urban swallow farms from residential areas in addition to taking other preventive measures. In the delta's Bac Lieu province, the veterinary division tested 3 swallows and found that none carried the virus. Local health and agricultural officials have instructed local farmers on preventive measures. And Tran Thi Thai, deputy chairwoman of Dong Thap Province People's Committee, has urged the veterinary sector and local authorities to increase poultry vaccinations and tighten management on poultry slaughtering and trading, especially in areas near Cambodia.
The world's famous mobile operators are included in the list of 22 companies importing the second phase of pre-qualification application to invest in Myanmar's local communication services. So according to the Midsummer Report, Vodafone and China Mobile companies, which are the world's largest mobile operators, jointly imported their mobile phones and its related materials as an operator. So moreover, other famous mobile operators, namely Digicel, South Africa-based MTN Consortium, Norway-based Telenor, and Malaysia-based Axiata Group Berhad, also imported mobile phone-related equipments. According to Miao Min Yun from Redlink Communication Company in Myanmar, he said that they are jointly carrying out mobile WiMAX technical sectors with SK Telecom. So this implies to Kunerisha an early joint collaboration between Myanmar's local telecommunications sector and Singapore's. So they will provide communication services like international communication companies if they get a chance of being an operator. So now the local technical companies like, of course, Redlink Communication, KBZ, and Myanmar Telephone Company Limited, or MTEL, are carrying out their technical services in cooperation with foreign technical companies like South Korea-based SK Telecom and Singapore-based Singtel.
And for today, Myanmar Focus Daily, we're going to have a look at the life of Myanmar Tycoon series with Kun Aravi Tangmisang.
For this very first episode of Myanmar Tycoons in Economic Transition series, we will meet with a man who is behind many development projects in the country. He himself has 92 businesses ranging from property developer to tourism businesses, including the one behind me. He is Dr. Kin Choi from Segaba Company Limited. We cannot deny that creating business connection with local business people is one of the most important steps in doing business abroad. Many foreign investors who expressed an interest in investing in Myanmar have met this influential Myanmar business leader. In this first episode, we will get to know more about his life before becoming a successful tycoon.
ကျွန်တော်မွေးတာတော့မော်လမြိုင်မှာနီးယားမဲဆောက်နားမှာပဲလေအဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်အဖေကတစ်ချိန်လုံးကတော်တော်ပတ်စံရှိပါတယ်ဘာလို့ပီနန်တို့ထိုင်းတို့ဒီ trading လုပ်တယ်စက်တွေ၄စီးလောက်နဲ့နောက်ကျွန်တော်6နှစ်9နှစ်လောက်မှာနောက်မိမရပါတယ်ရသွားတဲ့ခါကျတော့ကျွန်တော်အမေကိုသူကပြစ်သွားတယ်ပြစ်သွားတဲ့ခါကျတော့အဲ့9နှစ်10နှစ်သားကစပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီအမေကိုကျွန်တော်လှုပ်ကြွေးရတယ်အလုပ်ကြွေးတာသူတည်တဲ့အထိကိုလှုပ်ကြွေးရတယ်အဓိကကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့ကြီးပွားတဲ့အဓိကအကြောင်းရင်းကတော့ကိုယ့်ရဲ့အမေကိုလှုပ်ကြွေးတဲ့ကျေးဇူးပဲအဲ့တော့ဘောင်နှမ6ယောက်ရှိတယ်6ယောက်မှာကျွန်တော်အမြဲတမ်းပေတံကြီးလို့ပေါ့ကျွန်တော်တိုင်းတယ်မိဘကိုဘသူကအလှုပ်ကြွေးဆုံးလဲအတိတ်ဆုံးလဲသူကအကြီးပွားဆုံးလူဖြစ်တယ်အမေဆိုတဲ့ဒီမိဘထဲမှာအမေကအရေးကြီးဆုံးသူ့ကိုစိတ်ဆေးအောင်လုပ်တဲ့လူကတော့အဲ့လောကမှာသူစိတ်ဆင်းရဲပြီးတော့အစေရဲဆုံးလူဖြစ်ပြီးတော့မိဘကိုချမ်းသာအောင်လုပ်ပြီးတဲ့လူကတော့စိတ်ချမ်းသာအောင်လုပ်တဲ့လူကတော့သူအချမ်းသာဆုံးဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါတော့အဓိက theory ပဲအဲ့နောက်ပိုင်းမှာကျွန်တော်ကအတော့အိမ်မှာနေလိုက်ဦးလေးအိမ်မှာနေလိုက်ကြောင်းတက်လိုက်နေပြီးတော့ engineer ကျောင်းကျွန်တော်တက်တယ်အောင်မြင်တယ် အောင်မြင်ပြီးတဲ့နောက်ပိုင်းမှာကျွန်တော်တက်မတော်မှာဆောက်လုပ်ငန်းတွေကျွန်တော်လိုက်လုပ်တဲ့ရှင်းထက်လောက်ပြီးတော့မှ10မြောင်းမှာလုပ်တယ်ပြီးတော့မှကိုယ်ပိုင် contract လုပ်ရင်တဲ့
After coming back from Singapore and America in 1990, Kin Choi founded Zegaba Company. His company had won many construction projects, such as building the pavilions for the Union Day celebration and other national level events, building Sedona Hotel, the Marina Square near India Lake, and Garden City in Mingaladon Township. He was involved in the development of the Yangon Industrial Zone, and he was the pioneer in Myanmar tourism businesses since 20 years ago. Every day, hundreds of tourists make the reservation in advance in order to enjoy international buffet and watch Myanmar traditional show here at Garaway Palace. The Garaway Palace restaurant has been with the Yangon for around 40 years, and this is one of the businesses of our guest today. Apart from construction business, he is also a chairman of Myanmar Tourism Association and Myanmar-Thailand Friendship Association. In 2003, he was elected to be a member of parliament under the ruling Union Solidarity and Development Party, in which President Thein Sein is the head of the party.
တမျိုးတည်းဖြစ်အောင်သတ်မှတ်ပြီးပါနိုင်ငံတော်ကဆိုအခုဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဟိုတုန်းကဆို official rate က6ကျအပြင်မှာ1200ရှိတယ်အဲ့လိုသတ်မှတ်လိုက်တဲ့အတွက်အခု850ပတ်ဝန်းကျင်လောက်မှ$1ဖြစ်သွားတယ်ဒါကျွန်တော် propose လုပ်ခဲ့တာပဲဒီတိုင်းပဲ stock exchange တွေထူထောင်မှုဆိုပြီးဒါကျွန်တော်ကနေလုပ်ခဲ့တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်အခုဆိုရင်နိုင်ငံတော်အစိုးရတိုကျို stock exchange နဲ့ညှိနှိုင်းနေပြီအဲ့ဒါလည်းမကြခင်လာတော့မဲ့အနေထားမျိုးရှိပါတယ်နောက်အဓိကအားဖြင့်ဒီ foreign investment law အလို့ရေးကြည့်ပါတယ်
However, before reaching the pinnacle, he has overcome various obstacles such as the nationalization of businesses and economic sanctions. More details in the next episode of Myanmar Focus Daily with Honorary Tang Misang.
Isn't it happy, Kunir Shah, to still enjoy eating and losing weight?
Yes, but of course, don't forget to do exercise as well.
Yes, in Well Within after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning ASEANs, and in Well Within today we're going to have a look on how to eat in a smart way. As an example, we can see right here is Kun Pasura. I remember that. Well, from then to now, you lost a lot of weight. What's your secret behind that?
Well, actually, I've been selective over choosing diet meal.
Right,
Yeah,
so
of
a
course.
certain type of food. And of course, you did exercise as
Yes,
well, isn't it?
of course.
And of course, don't forget to pick your food and look at the calorie as well. That's why we're going to have a look in Well Within today. Welcome to Well Within, a program that will update everything you need to know about health from top to toe and from the inside through the outside. For ladies out there, having a nice body shape is such a dream come true. For some, they're so lucky that no matter how much they eat, they wouldn't gain any weight. But for some, it's another story. This is because we have different body structure, and that's why we need the right kind amount of food. In this episode today, we're going to learn on how to eat in a clever way, and also without starving ourselves, and say goodbye to the yo-yo effect.
The thing that I was talking about is a program called Smart Cooking by 1D Culinary Technological College. It is a kind of weight loss program. Participants will get to eat their regular but well-balanced meal.
อาหารทุกมื้อจะต้องครบ5หมู่เป็นอาหารที่มีคุณค่าครบ5หมู่แต่เราจะควบคุมแคลอรี่แคลอรี่ว่าวันหนึ่ง 1,500 แคลอรี่นี่คุณควรจะกินอะไรบ้างผลไม้ควรจะเลือกแบบไหนคือมีครบทุกอย่างจะถือเป็นอาหารที่ว่าเรียกว่าทรงคุณค่าชนิดที่ว่าน้ำหนักไม่เพิ่ม พุงยุบแต่ว่าแข็งแรงเขาบอกว่ากินอาหารอันนี้ไป 28 วันเนี่ยแล้วก็ประกอบกับการออกกำลังกายที่พอสมควรไม่ต้องว่ามากมายน้ำหนักจะลดลง 5 กิโลแล้วคุณก็บอกการันตีได้ว่าคุณจะเปลี่ยนเป็นคนใหม่ที่สวยกว่าเดิมและถ้าเผื่อเป็นผู้ชายก็จะดูดีกว่าเดิม
If you are wondering what kind of food will be served during the program, here are some ideas.
จะขอเป็นมื้อกลางวันเราก็จะเป็นต้มยำวุ้นเส้น
ต้มยำวุ้นเส้น
ต้ม
ไม่
ยำ
ใส่กุ้ง
เป็นใส่วุ้นเส้นมีใส่กุ้ง แต่ว่าเราใส่พอสมควรใส่ให้ได้แคลอรี่เท่านั้นอะไรเงี้ยฮะแล้วก็เครื่องปรุงใดต่างๆพวกข่าตะไคร้ใดต่างๆเพราะว่ามันเป็นต้มยำเราก็ใส่อย่างนั้น แต่ว่าพอผลไม้เราจะเป็นชมพู่ชมพู่เพราะว่าแคลอรี่จะไม่เยอะแคลอรี่จะต่ำและมีกากอาหารเยอะทำแล้วช่วยในการขับถ่าย
แล้วอย่างพวกสมุนไพรข่าตะไคร้อะไรพวกนี้เนี่ยมันช่วยอะไรได้บ้างคะ
ก็ช่วยในการอย่างพวกข่าตะไคร้พวกนี้ก็ช่วยจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยช่วยมาเลยขับลมบำรุงหัวใจอะไรทำนองนั้นพวกใบมะกรูดอะไรพวกนี้พวกพริกจริงๆพวกพริกเนี่ยหมายความว่าทำให้เรามีความอยากอาหาร แต่ว่าถ้าเผื่อเราใส่แค่นั้นคือในอาหาร1 จานวันนี้เนี่ยของมื้อกลางวันเราจะทำ395 แคลอรี่ซึ่งทำไปแล้วหมายความว่าตอนกลางวันเราให้ทานแค่นี้แต่อิ่มไหมเนี่ยคืออิ่มแล้วก็คุณค่าครบไหมคือครบแล้วก็บางมื้อเราก็อาจจะเป็นข้าวยำเราก็ให้ทานแต่ข้าวยำเราจะไม่ให้ทานข้าวยำข้าวเหมือนที่เราหุงเราจะข้าวยำเป็นข้าวกล้องคือในปริมาณที่เท่าไหร่เราใช้ข้าวกล้องส่วนหนึ่งแล้วก็ใช้ข้าวที่ห่อด้วยหุงด้วยน้ำใบเตยอีกส่วนหนึ่งแล้วก็เป็นข้าวขาวอีกส่วนหนึ่งแต่3 อันนี้ในปริมาณที่เรานั่นไว้คือสมมุติว่า60 กรัมอะไรเงี้ยคืออาหารทุกจานของที่นี่ไม่ว่าจะเป็นการเรียนหรือเป็นการของสมาร์ทคุกกิ้งก็ตามคุณค่าอันดับหนึ่งแหละแต่ว่าเราเน้นความสวยงามทำให้คนทานเนี่ยอยากทานด้วย
Apart from fruits, desserts are also served, but it should be a low-calorie one, such as agar-agar in artificial sweetener syrup. The program will also make sure that the syrup is not too sweet.
For more information, you can visit the website below, and remember, we are what we eat. Till then, see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
That wraps up today's edition of Good Morning ASEAN. We'll see you again, same time, same place, same channel.
From Monday to Friday at 7:30 to 8 a.m. And I am Nirasha Malisak Lamia.
อนันต์พัชสุรางเดชาพุทธรังสีสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ